Yo, good morning. How are we doing? What is happening? Madrid knows coming in first. I didn't even pin that, did I? No. No, I did not. How are we doing? Good morning. Happy Monday, man. Starting this day off with a little one shot. Little one shot, bro. How was the weekend? DW, good morning. Mr. Till, good morning. Bones, good morning. Your stupidity, good morning. Happy Monday, man. Lots of fun stuff happened this weekend, man. Tons of games, dude. Got to see a lot of information for a lot of things, man. Which is exciting. Which is very exciting. Yeah, we did, man, we did go deep into the DMZ stuff. We're gonna watch the trailer, actually. It was pretty awesome. Pretty stoked. Do I think there will be LMGs in the game? I do, but I don't think they're gonna come until after Madfinger adds in like the skill system. Because realistically, right now, things are way too heavy. And without being able to gain any skill points or improve your strength or stamina, it, to me, as is right now, LMGs would be, you would be at a loss, man, because you would have to carry so much ammo for them to be worth it. That would weigh you down, and then you loot anything, you're screwed. You're gonna be crawling, you know, like until they can add in things that benefit you to doing that, then it won't make any sense, right? I should grow my beard entirely to where it connects to the bottom of my mustache. What? I don't. Are you saying like this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Had a nice weekend gaming with my brother. Got some incursion in Red River. Nice. Didn't play any Gray Zone. Took a break from it this weekend. Hey, that's fine, man. That's fine. We you know, I hate just ending streams like we did on Friday, but man, I was just getting so annoyed, and it's just one dude. It's one guy that's unhappy because I called him out, right? Like, and the funniest part about this whole situation is, like, the very next day after that happened, I was gonna raid that guy and be like, hey, get water in the bridge, whatever, you know. And then this guy went fucking crazy. I don't know. He's been stream sniping me ever since. All of his buddies are messaging me. One of their guys was cheating, got banned. Like, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? So that's this guy. That's all he did Friday was stream snipe me on alt accounts, which you got banned on your main. Like, don't you think that shows a little, maybe you're not in the right here, my guy? I don't know. I don't know. I hate just ending stream like that, but I was just like, I was over it, you know. What game do we play? We play Gray Zone. Oh, you're saying that I should just here, this part. I don't know about that. Yeah, they have to rebuy it, but it's not uncommon for people to have alt accounts. I have 2 alt accounts as well. I just don't really play on them much anymore because with the repeating tasks, it just kind of is like, that was the point before, is that in previous updates, you would have a point where you just ran out of stuff to do. And so then you get another account and you would play and do a hardcore or whatever on that account, right? Like that's kind of what we did. It's not really necessary now. Toe Squirrel, good morning, man. Better to have a short stream than a bad stream. It was just a stream sniping. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it was. It was fine. You know, we hung out with the wife, and you know it was good. But I am very excited about DMZ, man. I know that there are some COD haters here, and that's okay. Continue to hate COD. That's fine. But I will say that DMZ, the very first edition of DMZ was fantastic, man. And Call of Duty is one of the biggest games out there. And I really felt like DMZ created a pathway for some gamers into a new area, you know, a new genre of games. And I think that a lot of those people that played DMZ went on to play Gray Zone, went on to play Tarkov, went on to play Arena Breakout. They got a hook for the you know, extraction aspect of it. And I'm all about it, man. So we're gonna watch this trailer. I think it's pretty sick. I don't know if I have my capture up. I don't. I didn't. We also got a 3D printer this weekend, a new one. Back here, over there. It's looking good, printing some stuff. Pretty stoked on that. First off, like, I know that this could potentially just be like souped up graphics, but like if this is in game, man, this looks really good. I don't see anywhere they say that they said not in game, so graphics looking pretty good already.
Locate the files and eliminate the HVT. Expect contact. HVT may be in the area hunting anyone after that intel. Jeez, this place is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got NVGs, man.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
Yeah, went off by himself.
Damn, he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
The thing that I wait. How did we go that far forward? What just happened? The thing that's cool about this is, like, I don't think most people understood that this guy's dead now, and he is
down. Let's go help
the
him.
rest of this trailer is pretty much through the perspective of
Copy.
spectating your teammates, right?
Got it.
Is this Gray Zone? No, we'll be in Gray Zone in a second. And I'm not done with Gray Zone. Just because we're watching something else doesn't mean we're done with guys, hold it together here, okay?
Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Overwatch to actual. Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Yeah, you know we're here.
There we go. Is this Modern Warfare 4? It is. So this is the DMZ trailer that was released this weekend.
Let's just find that HVT.
Now, I do feel like that from a creative standpoint, it's cool what they're doing with this perspective, the cam, the shoulder cam or whatever, because like, again, you were the guy that went off on your own and you died, and now you're spectating the rest of your team on what's happening in this raid. I do feel like once the gunfight starts, it would have been better for them to transition to the actual player POV, but they didn't. They don't do it.
What's up?
It's a creative choice that they made. I don't know why.
Hey, you good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're all right.
Like, it's insane. Like the amount of like action that's happening here. Now, I assume that these are AI, not necessarily
Let's just go to exfil.
players, but
I got you, man.
also like the res and pull at the same time.
Let's just get out of here.
All right.
How dare you show God here? What game is this? This is the trailer for the first look at DMZ. So in the beta, which is what they're calling the first one, I guess. Technically it was a beta. You could spectate either or. It was the helmet cam or the first person. You could go back and forth. I would assume that that's going to be the same. Hate the mag dump each time to put someone down. Yeah, it is Call of Duty though. You got to remember.
Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, let's move. Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke. Breeze, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it.
What the weather looks sick in the game too, man.
I'm inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy. Please have medical. Oh, thank you. Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Negative. I'm headed up the ladder. Going up to the roof.
Oh, shit!
I do remember some of these fights getting out of DMZ were always insane. Fucking Juggernaut, dude. That exfil looks sick though, man. Holding on for dear life, dude. So they do a whole podcast here that's super long, but I've already watched it, and they go into a lot, man. They go into a lot of like things that sound very interesting. Yo, Nolan, thanks for the gifts, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, just DMZ. Yeah, they're referencing the first one as the beta, right? That's what they're calling the very first one that they had is the beta. Can you imagine the whiplash of getting yanked off the ground by a plane, dude? Yeah, dude, it would be insane. He's swole as fuck. Yeah, dude, he is, man. So I watched the whole thing. We're not gonna watch the whole podcast because it's like 20 minutes long. But they talk about having a fob. They talk about having crafting. They talk about having like a whole the fob is where you start out, and as you match make with your friends or you invite your friends, they can come to your fob, which is pretty cool. They also talk about having each person has its own location, so your crafting thing or whatever, but it also is that easy accessible in the menu that you just, instead of having to run to it like you would in Destiny, right? You can just do it from your device or whatever. Sounds good. Here's the thing, man. I'm real excited for this, dude. DMZ was great, man. I was a big fan of DMZ. We played it and streamed it exclusively until the basically they said they were no longer going to support it, right? So big fan of it, man. Excited. I know there's COD haters left and right, and that's fine. I do think from a content standpoint, man, it's too big to ignore. You know what I mean? We played the hell out of it. We made a ton of content. Some of our most viewed videos, which we have a bunch of gray zone videos that are like in the hundreds of thousands of views. Like a lot of our DMZ videos are our highest view videos, right, in the past. And so that was that was like 3 years ago. So I mean, I think that I'm excited to see it come back. I think about the fact that, like, when you think about the DMZ, the actual place, the demilitarized zone, is exactly where this is taking place. So that whole component will be really interesting. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the information here. We also got a preview of War Dogs, which is going to be coming out into early access this summer, which I think also looks really great too, man, and definitely am excited to see what this game's going to be like. I don't know if you guys have seen the War Dogs trailer or not, but we can take a look at that too. I'm probably gonna get fucking muted for this fucking song. It's like not a BR, not extraction shooter. It's just chaos. I don't know.
Blow it. Sniper on top of tower. Dead. Oh shit. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sold on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Seen a lot of old names coming out hiding for the DMZ news. Yeah, same, dude. Same. Same, man. I'll watch, but don't you dare get me interested in it. I've been played too much by COD. There are a lot of FPS games dropping, man. I mean, and there was a bunch more that played out. Like the Crossfire game looks sick. Was that Smoke on the Water? It was. It was definitely a variation of it. Wasted plenty of money on that franchise. I'm sure my buddies and family will play it, and that's what keeps fresh in me. They are on console, and see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, you got to think about all the COD dads that play these games, dude. Like, the appeal is huge. The barrier of entry is so low for a game like DMZ because it's so accessible to everyone, right? Like, I know so many people that play Call of Duty, right? And it's just it's because it's accessible, it's easy to get into, and it's on console. It's a big deal, right? Like, so in my mind, in my opinion, it's a great place to get started into the genre, and that's going to lead people to other games. It's going to lead people to wanting more. They're going to come and maybe they buy a PC and they get Gray Zone, right? You know, there's a lot of opportunity for we're going to blanket statement extraction shooter, right? When it comes to all of these games. War Dogs is Battlefield with a persistent economy. I like that. I like how you said that. How do you get access? Don't know. I have not played the game yet. But I don't know. I have wishlisted on Steam. I obviously, if you go to their website, I think you can register. Wardogs.com just takes you to the Steam store. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. There's a sign up on the community side. I'm also just finding this now to connect all the accounts. Hello? My monitor's turned off? What the fuck? It's weird. All right, so let's see. Let's get this link for you guys. So this is the link to sign up for the War Dogs early access. Yeah, no date on the Gray Zone drops. It's not gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be flannels. It's gonna be camo. Pretty sure it's gonna be camo sets. Full camo prints. It would have been announced around the time that they were doing their gaming access stream, whenever that was. Yeah, no, the flannels I believe are still staying. Still staying like exclusive, if you will. Take a look at that in a little bit. But yeah, man, lots of games released this week, or not released, like information about them. What's my page about? We just got here, so we're just chatting this morning about all of the game trailers and everything that dropped this weekend. But we'll be jumping into Gray Zone Warfare here shortly as Vulture is resetting, so we've got to update our website. No, so what they had said initially, I did say the word flannel was initially in the conversation. What they said was that they got the feedback from the players that they liked the flannel. They preferred the flannel drops over the t-shirts, specifically because the graphic tees, like, cool, but like no one's ever gonna see them. No one knows that you're wearing a Lamang shirt or a one-shot shirt or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't see that print here, right? And that the player base, the community, was more interested in things like the flannels that were available, and so that's what they've gone and it sounds like they're going towards is more more focused on long sleeve like clothes, right? So we should see more of that. And they said that there's going to be specific patterns, camo patterns that would be released. So this is verbatim what they shared with me was, we know how much the community enjoys Twitch drops. We've heard your feedback loud and clear. While the previous t-shirts rewarded were appreciated, many players preferred the flannel drops. So we're bringing Twitch drops back alongside the upcoming PvP patch. And this new drop campaign will feature 3 complete camouflage sets, 1 unique era-inspired set, and 2 highly sought-after camouflage patterns that many players have been requesting. We recognize the value of Twitch drops bringing to both the creators and the community, so we're excited to deliver another engaging and rewarding event. And this was all from the Game Access conference. Finally found a laser designator. Let's go, dude. Bellum is pretty fun. I played last time I played it, it was a really stripped down version, not a ton of UI in place. Haven't played it a bit though. They may have added some stuff since. If you're into tactical mill something, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've watched some of the trailers on it. I don't know if it's in a place for me yet that I'm excited to play it yet, but I don't know. Any anticipation or any expected date on the PvP update? We don't have a date yet. What I remember them saying, and maybe I'm misquoting here, but it sounded like there was 3 patches left. Or 3 patches that they had planned. We just got this most recent one. So that was the 0.4.4.0. My guess is it's going to be the 3rd patch. So that if that was the first one, there's going to be one more patch happening, and then there will be the PvP patch. I think it's going to be July 4th weekend. That's what I think. Could I be wrong? Probably. But I think that makes sense to me. Vladic Wookie, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? So Grayzone flannel drops are coming. No. 3 complete camouflage sets, 1 unique era-inspired set, and 2 highly sought-after camouflage patterns that many players have been requesting. The only part about flannels, the only part that they talked about flannels was many players preferred the flannel drops over the t-shirts. While the previous t-shirt reward was appreciated, many players preferred the flannel drops. Meaning, hey, these drops were great, we like the in-game stuff, but we like the one that was before with the flannel drops. They're collectively calling flannel drops as in the very first time they did drops. This was the 2nd time they did drops. First drops were better. That's what people are saying. That's what they're saying here. So they're saying we're gonna go back to like a long sleeve type of shirt. Kurt, Tarkov tourist patch, eh? First drops are better, and that's again, you're right. First drops were better. But they have identified, hey, we agree. You know, that's what they're saying, and they're saying that they're going to go back to that style of drops from the first round, right? So long sleeve shirts. What are we barking at? Or just wanted some attention, I guess. But that's it, man. That's the information that we have about the drops coming. So Only dropout I was looking forward to this time was the one-shot tee. Yeah, the one-shot tee is sick. Again, I just wish it would have had like a sleeve design, maybe long sleeve shirts or something would have been better so you could at least see what you're wearing. What? Is that what you want from me? I don't know. Norman's being a little meanie this morning. He's barking. Let me ask, what game are we talking about? We're talking about Gray Zone Warfare. Gray Zone. The white's barking. You want to be up here? Is this what you want? You want to talk to the people? Yeah? You want to talk to the people, Norman? What do you have to say to them? What do you have to say to them? Yeah? Yeah, I know. I know. You just wanted the attention. No, Frenchie. Twins. Ollie's like, hey, I would like to sit up there and talk to the people too. Okay. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna be calmed down. Yeah. We're gonna stop barking. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Show them that lip. Yeah, look at that. Little snaggletooth. Little snaggletooth, baby. What are we doing? Get out of here. Okay. That was Norman. He says hi. He was. I'm sorry, bald one. Yeah. We've lost a couple too, man. Tragic. It's heartbreaking, man. It's like losing a family member, dude. No, we do not. Fuck no. Hell no. Yeah, you see that they're trying to come out with some like pill that will make dogs live longer. Hell no. Fuck Trump. Period. Exclamation point, rather, you know. So yeah, we got Vulture here in like 30 minutes to reset. Might as well jump in the game. There was a bunch of other gaming trailers and stuff that got released this weekend. Some good ones. Again, Crossfire looked good. It's narrative driven though, so we'll probably play it. I don't know. Seems like more of a single player type of experience, which is fine. But yeah, man, we were pretty stoked on all of the announcements. DMZ looks good, man. That whole conversation that they have sounds like they've made some really good additions to what Gray Zone was. Different exfils, different infills. You can focus on like the missions. You can focus on PvP. You can kind of go in different factions and or not factions, but like different focuses. I'm excited, man. I hope it would be great to get a little early access, a little peek at it. I don't know. I'll have to reach out to my Call of Duty contacts, but I didn't play any of the last game at all. So we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. They also said full DMZ reveal is still to come. Yeah, no, we'll get more, 100%. I think we'll get to see like how the fob works and all of that stuff. Yo, Shrek, what's up, man? DMZ looking good though. Yeah, absolutely. Actually really excited about it. Man, you know what? I may have fucking signed up with the wrong account. I haven't played COD in a minute. I haven't played COD in a minute either, man. You're not wrong. But all the DMZ stuff looks really good, man. Like, again, arcade mode extraction shooter, right? Like that's what it is. And mean that in the most respectful way to Call of Duty possible. It is very entry level when it comes to the genre. You know what I mean? But I think that's really good because I think that gives people you know, a taste of what this could be, and from there people branch out. So I think this is good for everybody involved, man, you know. I mean, like, Sinister is even back playing DMZ. I don't know if I've got the patience to go back and play a game that I haven't played in like 3 years, that it hasn't been updated in like 3 years, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Hell Let Loose. I was never hype on it. I was never hype. I liked the original Hell Let Loose enough to like stream it a couple times, but I wasn't playing it actively. You know what I mean? There's just a lot to do in that game, and you have to kind of focus your effort in one area, right? So when they announced that, I was like, hey, I'll check it out. I'm down to check it out. Oh, it's free. It's live now. Okay. I checked it out and I was like, wow, what a mess. Happy they delayed it. I don't know if 2 months is enough of a delay, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. And the fact that they stopped supporting it once, who's to say it's not happening again? Here's a couple things on my perspective on that. One, they moved that entire team to the new game, right? We always knew that it was a beta, right? We always knew that they were trying to figure it out, right? If you know enough about Call of Duty and Warzone, you know that DMZ was the precursor to Warzone, right? They built Verdansk for DMZ. That was the test. That was the alpha, if you will. And then later, they pushed Warzone out, right? But it was built for DMZ. So DMZ had been a priority before Warzone was. They just used the map from DMZ for Warzone. That is on record of them saying all of this. This isn't any new information, right? So that being said, when they stopped the live service portion of DMZ, which is what I called it, stop supporting it. They stopped updating the game. They stopped patching the game. They stopped doing any level of support, because not only did they move on to the next yearly cycle of Call of Duty, which is also part of the problem with yearly cycles, is that shit gets easily left behind. They moved on that part, and the team that was building DMZ started to work on building DMZ. Now, would things have been different if they said, hey, thanks for participating in the beta, we'll see you soon? They kind of did, but they didn't give us enough information of like, we're gonna go work on the next thing now. You know, but they did. And now the other thing that I think is really interesting is now DMZ is no longer free. It's part of the game. So it is not part of the Warzone experience. It is part of Modern Warfare 4. and that will be a very interesting decision on how they carry that forward. They avoided answering it if it will be supported after Modern Warfare 4. They don't know yet. Depends on how it performs. Yeah, it does. It does. So it's based on that end screen graphic that they posted at the end of that trailer or that first look or whatever, was that you had multiplayer, you had DMZ in the middle, multiplayer, and PvP or something like that. Like that was the graphic that they showed of what's included in Modern Warfare 4. They also talked about in the podcast about how the story, like the story of Call of Duty, like the campaign, is the precursor to what's happening in DMZ. And they said either way that you play it is if you just jump into DMZ right away and then you play the campaign after, like it's like going back in time, and then it explains a lot about what's going on in the world and the environment that you are currently playing in DMZ, which I thought was interesting. So you could go either way. You could play it before and play through the story and then start playing DMZ, or you could just jump right in, which is probably what we'll do, and then go back and play the thing. So Modern Warfare is not on Xbox Game Pass either. It's not going to be on an Xbox Game Pass either. No, they are. Here's my suspicion is that DMZ has always been a cash cow, and the player numbers had always been good, especially when people didn't like Al Mazrah for Warzone. They didn't like all of the changes. They didn't like that there was AI in the game. Like, do you remember all of this when this went down? I think that the DMZ numbers were consistent. I think they were through the roof. Obviously we don't know because they don't share that information, but based on the fact that DMZ is getting its full exclusive mode as a base thing of the game is absolutely telling to me that it was super successful, that people played it, that they spent money on in-game items because of it. Belwrath 119 coming in with the 2 months of tier 1 subs, man. Thank you for the 2 months of subs. Can't stay long, but have an amazing dream. Hey, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so for the support. Guys, if supporting the channel by subscribing on Twitch is always the best way to support me. So thank you for the 2 months of subs, man. That said, it's COD. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Exactly. I mean, they're gonna. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna do whatever they want. But I really do believe that was a big part of the direction that they took, was that there is a large player base for this mode of the game, and that showing DMZ before multiplayer is a good sign, end of focus, right? Yeah, 100%. You're welcome. Surely enjoy watching it. Hey, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I think that DMZ is actually a pretty big cash cow for them, and them putting it in the game, meaning it's not part of the free Warzone experience, to me says they're doubling down on it, right? That they are saying, all right, if you guys really like this, buy the fucking game, right? Because that's it. They want to make the money, right? Like, and they think that if they had X amount of players playing DMZ for free for years, and people still playing it to today, like, what does that mean? Guys, that's where I met Potbelly Cobra, dude. That's where I met Potbelly, was when we were playing DMZ. That is where the most infamous blurb is from. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen today. That's Justin. That was our little trio. It was Justin, Potbelly, and I playing DMZ and Al Mazrah. Like, there's so many great memories from that game, playing that game, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. But yeah, Excited to see what comes. October is going to be interesting, especially since GTA is in November. We'll see. We'll see. DMZ being part of the paid patch that at least puts a little pressure on the devs to support it. I think so. I think they're locked in, man. Based on the conversation that they had on that like podcast or whatever after. Definitely something there. Always Game Time had mentioned making a comeback too. Yeah, dude, that would be sick. Isn't GTA console only for launch? That's the speculation, is that it's gonna be. I feel like I'm still holding out hope that they are gonna change their ways and come directly on PC, but I don't know. I don't know. The only reason that I think that there could be a shot that PC gets an early release instead of like a year later, like it has in the past, is the fact that RP is a thing, and that's such a huge part of what has kept GTA going and popular for as many years as it has, that to not have that right out the gate would be, in my mind, a huge missed opportunity. Now, are they betting that all the RP players are just going to play the game on console, and then when it releases on PC, then they'll play the RP? I don't know. I have no idea. Is RP going to be built into the system on console from day one? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But like, that's my only last little gleam of hope, is that because they have bought 5M and they own the RP, like all the RP stuff now, that maybe we'll get a GTA 5 or GTA 6 PC launch earlier than a year after the fact. I should have traded my PS5 for a Pro back when it first came out. Dude, that is the only thing that I'm thinking, man. It's like, man, I have the PS5. Is it worth going out and trying to secure a PS5 Pro? But I literally do not play the PS5. That's the thing. I literally don't play it at all. Like, at all. The last time it was played, it was out in my living room. I put it out there for my nephew who came over and wanted to play Fortnite. And that's it. And it hasn't been played since. RP, yeah, GTA RP is role playing. Yep. Are you not familiar with the RP servers? Because it's insane. Like, the amount of people that play RP, the amount of people that stream RP, it's been a consistent thing, pipeline for GTA for the last, I don't know, 10 years. It's damn near impossible now. I can't stomach the cost increase. What does it cost now? $900 fucking dollars, dude. No way. You can't even buy a PS5 Pro on Amazon. Buy one on I got an open box one that could go pick up $7.99, dude. That's fucking crazy. Console War Times, just get an Xbox. Yo, that new 25 anniversary edition of Xbox looks sick. I love those clear plastic cases. Most of the games showcase that state of play where PS5 Pro footage, yeah. Reminds me of my old see-through Nintendo 64. Exactly, dude. How much is Xbox gonna charge for that? Let's see if they have the price. Xbox 25th anniversary console price. Microsoft has not yet announced the official price for the 25th anniversary limited edition Xbox Series X. Translucent green 1 terabyte console. There's a poll on Reddit. Top answer was 1,500 because of scalpers. Yo, Steve, what's up, man? Consoles are turning into PCs, and the specs on the upcoming consoles aren't even all that great. I get owning a console, but soon they're going to cost as much as a low to mid-tier PC. Yeah, they already do. $900 is obviously a little bit lower than a PC, but still, I mean, it's right there, man. Thoughts on DMZ 2? It's just DMZ. The first one was a beta, so it's just called DMZ, not 2. But I'm stoked, man. I'm real excited. We watched the trailer earlier. We've been talking about it for the last 30 minutes or so. I am absolutely on board for sure, dude. You'll wait for the new Xbox. It will be worth. It will be with Game Pass. I'm thinking you're saying it will be worth it with Game Pass is maybe what you're saying. Yeah, $900 fucking dollars, dude. That's rough, bro. Does GameStop sell it? Yeah, they gotta. PS5 Pro, $900, dude. It's weird though because they have a thing on GameStop that says $899 for the PlayStation Pro console, but if you wanted the PlayStation 5 Pro console with a disc drive install, it was $826. I thought the disc drives made it cost more, not less. Seems weird, right? Sony's got to make that Bungie money back, dude. Oof, yeah. You wanted the 30th anniversary edition. It's 908.19. Oh, and the pros is if you pay for the other thing. I see. Wait, what happened here? Why does it all look weird? I think when my monitor turned off, it fucked the capture up. Oh, it's time. Hold on. You'd be pleasantly surprised if it's in that range, yeah. Start it up. So he was at Westmore and Titan last week. Hey, Norman. I think he's hearing like the 3D printer make noise, and he's the Valve Steam machine looks cool. I don't know, like I just don't see me sitting on the couch playing, you know? I just come in here. Copy that. Oh, let's find the Vulture. All right, we're going to look for Vulture. Give me the juice. All right, we'll go Stalwart first.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
You want it so that Mrs. and I can couch game since titles we both like together? Hey, that's actually awesome, though. That's awesome. I like that.
Raven here. Ready to head out. This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds. Get ready, we're moving out.
All right. The hunt has begun.
We're getting close.
The hunt
1
has
minute.
begun, man. What do you guys think he's gonna be this week? I feel like he hasn't been a Stalwart in a while. Maybe get lucky with there.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way. ETA 30 seconds. Raven on station and ready to pick you up. Strap in, we're heading out.
Tips for solo PvP. Keep getting my head taken off. Yeah, solo PvP is tough, man. I enjoy playing the game solo, but when you go up against a bunch of people, especially if they're a squad and they're communicating, you are at a severe disadvantage. The best thing that I could say is try to play from range and slow. Play real slow, man. Sometimes you gotta sit and wait.
Raven, wheels down and ready to load. Ready up, we're taking off.
He's at Westmore and Titan. Yes, we know that because that's where he was last week.
Move out!
He is not going to be there. Well, he has a chance to not be there, or a chance to be there, however way you want to look at it. But he changes every Monday morning. So we own and operate the Where is Vulture website. So every Monday morning we do this. We go and find his location and we update the website. We have access to custom servers, so we create a custom server right at 8 a.m., right when he changes, so that we know that we will be in the correct guess, if you will, of where he's going to be, because we have a brand new server. The live servers take some time to reset, though, so that's why we have listed on the website, we have his current location where he's at, where he was at last week, and then we have the updated current location for where he's going to be this week. Sometimes, though, that it just takes a little bit of time for those servers to actually reset. The weekly Vulture PSA. Yep.
Objective secured. Stalwart is under our control.
Look at that, dude. Did I call that or what, bro? Stalwart. Vulture. First shot. All right. Nice. Nice. I'm a little behind. I may have not fallen off the roof of the tent and broke my legs. Lol. I highly doubt he's going to be at Westmore, but we'll go there.
Moving to base camp. Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
Yeah, don't stay. That's another good point. It's like when I say play slow, it doesn't mean necessarily like lay down in one location and wait, because that's going to give you away too. You know, if you take a shot, one shot, move to a different location, take a couple more shots, move. You got to keep moving.
Raven here, ready to head out. This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
Lots of talk about you know, the modes of this game being a crossover as is right now. You know, so there's a lot of conversation happening about whether or not they are going to separate the two modes, PvE and PvP. So essentially, Warzone or Warfare is what we're in our custom server right now. But Warfare is
Raven on station and ready to pick you up.
the PvP side. It's PvEVP, right? And then you have Joint Ops, which is just PvE, but you can cross over currently between the two. So there's a lot of conversation happening in the community about whether or not that's a good thing or not, and if they should change that. And regardless of what the community is saying right now, we're pretty positive that Matt Finger is going to change it, because they have mentioned that they are testing things. What those tests are, we do not know, but we do know that they are testing things. And so my 2 cents that I keep giving, and I've made a couple videos on this in the past, is that if they do something, my opinion would be that they only limit your stash, as in like your items and your money. And those two things belong to each server, right? So that if I have $1 million on PvE and then I start my character on PvP, that I don't have it. I only have the starter edition money, right? So whatever edition you own, that's what you start with there. What I do think should transfer over is your rank with your vendors as well as your level of your character. Those things to me make sense because I get that a lot of people are saying, well, I won't play if they do that. I won't play on PvP. I primarily play on PvE. And that's cool. But I think that part of that is because why would you want to have to grind all the vendors all the way up again a second time on your now PvP character? So I feel like a balance of only your money and stash stays with each of the versions of the game, but your level and your vendors and all the things that you've done mission wise are transferable to either or account, and that way you won't be fully punished, but it will stop the flow of PvE cash and money and gear in the game. And make the gear fear a real thing, because they continue to say they want there to be a gear fear, right? They want that to exist, and in order to do that, you have to make some pretty hard changes, right? So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but we do know that they are testing it, so something is going to happen. What that is, don't know, but obviously it is something that we should be paying attention to. It is something that we should be paying attention to. I don't believe that they should do that just because people first start off in this game and then they change a little bit after. Right, but see, even what you're saying is that they would be able to do that still, right? If they only left the money and the gear in your stash, so all this stuff would stay here on this server, right? All this money would stay here on this server, and I would go to the PvP server, and if I haven't played there yet, I would get the, my collector's edition delivery with all of that money and gear, and that's where that would be, right?
Raven, wheels down and ready to load.
But that's what I'm saying, is that the community is very torn right now, because there's people that will go and play PvE and make a bunch of money, get a bunch of gear, and then come to PvE or come to PvP and then just either lose all that gear or have an advantage because there is no repercussions. You just, I got $1 million, no repercussions here, we're just gonna do whatever. And that's what I think the majority of the PvP community is wanting to eliminate, is the fact that all of this PvE money and gear is coming into the game, and it creates this, well, it doesn't matter what happens,
I'm at the LC. Hurry up and get in. Landing. Get in. Go. Get ready. We're moving out.
Especially in 0.4. And I think there's a lot of people, I know, I don't want to speak for Pulpin, but I know that part of our conversation was that, with the abundance of money now in the game with that HVL, like all the high value loot, it's not that hard to make money in PvP either, right? You can still go and loot all the high end shit, and you're gonna make a lot of money.
Get ready. 1 minute.
So it's just one of those things where you just have to put in the time in the PvP side. I don't know. Like, people are like, well, it's gonna split the community. The community's already split. They're playing on PvE. If they don't want to play PvP, then they just play PvE. Like, that changes nothing, right? But if you have the people that are building their income, building their wealth in PvE, and then coming to PvP to play, they're gonna have to make a choice, right? You're gonna have to come and play PvP or not, right? I also believe they should have a really rare gun. That would be interesting, yeah. Not shy, all donations are greatly accepted, right? This has definitely been the least gear field release, though. I'm terrible and have no issues this round. Yeah, I mean, there's so much money, and that's not, I'm happy about the high value loot. I do think that that's an important piece of this game, and more specifically, an important piece of the genre, right? Is that you find these like huge items that are very important that you need, you know, like again, as crafting comes in the next update, it's going to only continue to enforce that as you craft items. We don't really know exactly what that looks like yet, but it will be interesting once we learn what the specifics of crafting are. But that is something that will be interesting to see, you know. He's at Harrison? Okay. At Harrison. We'll still run up here and grab this, because why not? The Battle Dad shouldn't have to grind PvP to be able to play with their PvP buddies. I mean, they won't have to. They're going to have some money. They're going to have their vendors unlocked. It's about whether or not they're going to be fruitful in their efforts. You know what I mean? That's where if in the scenario that I'm presenting, where money and gear stay locked to the modes, but your levels don't. So like your vendor level and your player level, those all transfer. So you know, you don't have access to your inventory on PvP that you have in PvE, right? That's the only change there. But you'd still have money. You'd still have gear that you get just like when you start the game each time. Every wipe, you start off with something, right? Back number 96 coming in with the 3 months of Prime subs, dude. Thank you for the 3 months of Prime subs, man. Appreciate the 3 months of Primes, dude.
Ain't nothing bad gonna happen today. Oh no.
God.
Balls.
I mean, right now it seems like every other thing has a cheater already, so you know. Found him and it broke your game? No. Maybe it was I that broke your game. This you? Are you doing surgery? Yeah, so when the game wipes, you start in PvP and you start in PvE, you would get 2 sets of the supporter edition if that's the edition you owned, right? You would get them both delivered to both sets of accounts. So you would have that. I mean, that's in my mind how that would work. I don't know if that's feasible or not, but like if they did separate that, it would make sense. You're a supporter edition, you own these things. Why would it not, right? Why would it not? Not to drive people away, I'd still have to be casual friendly. I think in the way that I'm trying to pitch it, to me this is still casual friendly. It just separates the gear and money. So if you playing in PvE because you want to get all the missions done and cool, that's great. But you shouldn't be rewarded in PvP for that. You know what I mean? If you do all the missions in PvP, you shouldn't be rewarded in PvE for all the things that you did in the PvP side. You know what I mean? Like it goes both ways. And the way that I see it in this scenario is it doesn't. It doesn't completely remove that from people, but it also puts in some sort of you know, kind of rule. Are there people cheating in PvE? There are. There are people that are just like flying over, grabbing all the shit, getting a bunch of money, and then coming and still cheating in PvP. But it's like that's what they're doing. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, the only reason this conversation is still happening is because they did talk about it. Madfinger did say they are testing stuff. So it is going to be one of those things where what just happened? Man down. Man down. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. I mean, the ghillie suit could be a much requested drop. You know what I mean? It could be, that could be it. I don't know if it's gonna be or not, but that could be it. Would that be a thing that you would pay, you know, 5 subs for? I would. Hey, Kems, will you make me leader? I like the current setup where there's a seamless experience between the two modes. I do all my questing and such in PvE, and then I hop over to PvP when I want more challenging combat experience. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I understand that too. I get that that's where most people are at. What I'm saying though is that is part of the problem, right? Is that you've got people that are only playing in PvP, right? And then you've got people that are playing in both, and it removes part of the high risk, high reward feeling of the game. It's supposed to have that. You know what I mean? It's supposed to have the high risk, high reward. Thank you for the Vulture website. Hey, no problem, man. Happy to help. That's a big part of it, man. Is that high risk, high reward aspect of the game. But if you don't even acknowledge that, it's tough to not have that. You know what I mean? Do I do custom server battles or no? We used to. We don't anymore. Until Madfinger provides more admin support for the game, where I can have more control over things, it's just too frustrating and too much to deal with and organize to make it worth my time. When we had it in the past, it was very hard to get people to play by the rules. That guy just peekabooed, dude. You see that? It was very frustrating when you're trying to set something up for the community and then someone comes in and ruins it, and doesn't listen and you know, just tries to grief you and do other things. It's not good community behavior. It's not any. It's all bad. So until they add more the ability for the admins of the server to control more things, it's just one of those things that I wasn't gonna really do too much stuff with, you know, until then. Coming from a PvE guy, the thrill of killing another player isn't rewarding and makes me want to keep playing. No, sorry. The thrill of killing another player is super rewarding and makes me want to keep playing. Yeah, I agree. So that is the rework that's coming. So there is a PvP patch that's going to happen probably maybe at the end of the month. I don't know when the date is yet, but I'm hoping that it's going to be end of month. Like July 4th weekend would be killer. But I don't know. But there are changes coming. So the biggest change is that the cops will basically be uncapturable for 30 minutes or so after they've been caught. So if you go and capture a cop and another team comes in and kills you all, they won't be able to capture it until a timer has ticked down. So the back and forth of capturing the cop, losing it, someone else takes it, you then go back and take it back, that whole part is going away. So that's a huge change already that's coming to the PvP side. The combat zones are getting bigger to about 200 meters. They are centered in the victim's perspective, if you will. That's where the center of it will be, is where the enemy that got shot is located. It's no longer going to be lopsided and weighted in one direction, showing where the shooter was. And then if you are the victim of that first combat zone, you can still spawn at a cop, but every death outside of that in that capture or in that combat zone, you will only be able to spawn at the fob. Airdrops would be huge. I've pitched that a bunch of times, man. I've told them a bunch of, like, I've given them specific examples of how they could do it. I mean, I hope that they're gonna do something like that. I think like a public event system would be awesome. We watched the War Dogs trailer this morning. It looks awesome. Yeah, we signed up for it. We did put a link in chat earlier, but let's see if. There, so you can sign up for the early access. There. That is the link for War Dogs. Something that isn't talking about much and they need to fix is the low option for global illumination. It makes you see much more compared to the medium epic. Really? Okay, we'll test it out. It looks the same to me right now.
Wait, you've been running epic settings this whole time?
Yes.
Bro, we gotta talk about those settings.
What should I be running? I want my game to look good, man.
My game looks fine. I'll send you my settings.
Yeah, we're on epic across the board, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Oh, damn. Kurt, I don't know what happened to you, but that looks awesome. Maybe a nighttime thing is a possibility. Might be a possibility.
Okay, this is like what I found to be the best for my setup, like performance and like visually.
FOV is rough though. 63. Everything's on fucking low, bro. What do you mean? This is gonna hurt.
Nah, it's gonna be fine. You can leave your frame gen and all that shit on if you want. Just DLAA is really important.
Yeah, DLA is on.
DLAA gets rid of those jaggedy edges and makes everything look nice and smooth. You're about to spot people you've never seen before.
Yeah, maybe that's my problem. These are terrible settings. Chad is not happy about these settings.
It's okay. I mean,
No, I messed up the saturation.
now.
I didn't that wasn't intended. Wait, it's damn it Bennett across the board on every platform.
to be fair, you can just set it all back to epic later.
No, very true, very true. Let's go out and see.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Need to ask that lab chick for some pills.
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
Yeah. All right. No wonder I get spotted, right? Only change I would like to see is the piece of a good M4 doesn't need to be 25K. That's true. So is there a benefit to running only one spare mag? Just curious. So I just bring a bunch of ammo with me, and then
Ready up, we're taking off.
and then I just replace it, right? Instead of having like 4 mags, like it right now it doesn't cost you any time to fill a magazine of ammo, right? You literally just drop it in there and it's there. You don't have to load it individually. So for me, it's just like constantly putting that in there. So that's kind of why I do it. I'm expecting no deaths with these settings. We'll see. We'll see. They didn't make the foliage consistent across this though. Otherwise, you might as well just remove everything. Yeah. Well, the the conversation that happens in this case is if you have an advantage running all of the low settings, then you just have to run the low settings. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with the gamma, right? Well, if they have high gamma, it's a setting, then you also should run the same thing, right? It's just what it comes down to. So
Get ready. 30 seconds.
you want to see the trees in the distance? Just put the foliage to medium. Okay. Isn't gamma bannable? Not the if you're doing something else to cause that to happen, then yes. But the using the in-game setting that is available is not bannable. No.
Move out.
If you're using something else to make the gamma
In your AO. Watch your fire.
stronger or whatever, then yeah. Any third-party stuff, any third-party software, if you're using a third-party software to put a reticle on your screen in the middle, that's bannable. Like, there's any
If we got
third-party...
banned for an in-game setting, that'd be diabolical.
Yeah, you would not get banned for the in-game setting menu.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds. Raven here.
Click, 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 click.
10 seconds. All call signs. We've taken control of Savannah.
Just real quick.
Raven here. I have to get fuel. Moving out.
Yeah. Watching the trees render as you approach them is hurting my brain. Yeah. The thing is, man, I love like the game when it's on max settings. It looks so good, but like we've been dying quite a bit. We lost like 300K over the weekend. We also were being stream sniped off our ass, but you know, we did lose a lot of money. I will say it doesn't look bad necessarily. It doesn't look bad. The trees popping in isn't great, but yo, level 27, what's up, dude? Why try to make this scenery look beautiful when everyone's just gonna turn it off? I agree. I agree. But then you have the performance issue, you know what I mean? Jarhead coming in with the raid. Jarhead, thank you for the raid, brother. Got any mods in here and we can get a little shout out for my friend Jarhead, dude. How was the stream, man? If you locked everyone to the highest setting possible, like you would eliminate half the community because they don't have PCs that are capable to lock it, you know? And then if you lock them there and they're at a lower, like, so let's say they're locked at the best settings that their PC can handle, and then I have a better PC, I'm at a disadvantage now because they have a shittier PC and don't have to run max settings. You know what I mean? Like, that would never be a thing. Yo, Jaybur's gifting out a sub, man. Jaybur's thank you for the gift sub, dude. Appreciate the gifted sub, man. If you guys got a gift sub, please make sure to always say thank you. That sounded like it hurt. Got him. Chems, did you get the code?
9487. 9487.
Sit here, give me a bag. No! I didn't bring a backpack.
You, a new hand there, bud?
I thought Kevs was doing a voice. I didn't realize there was a third guy with us, bro. We just like sat on the laser detonator so we could they all got to see it. Oh, classic, dude. How come they haven't fixed that? I'd like them to fix that. Yo, Evo coming with the Prime sub, dude. Evo, thank you for the Prime sub, dude. Welcome. Welcome. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. I'm gonna go take this back to the thing. Where do you get the code? Yes, the code is in this camo tent right here. There's a piece of paper that you can go up and look at. And that's where the code is written. Right there on that back wall of the tent. Appreciate the Prime sub. Guys, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Prime sub every month. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get a free one. Ronan coming in with the Prime sub as well. Thank you for the Prime sub, dude. Prime is free. All you got to do is connect your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account, and then you get a free sub every month. You can use it anywhere on any channel. I'm happy that you're using it here. I appreciate you using it here. You get ad-free viewing for the month. You get to use all the emotes for the month. And it's the best way to support the channel because it doesn't cost you anything. Ronan, man, hello from Germany, dude. Welcome, man. How's it going? Yo, 300 Winchester Magnum coming in with the tier 1 sub. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, brother. Appreciate that tier 1. So the injectables, they have injectables that counter the issues that you have. So that's why I put the purple and the orange in my case as well, is because if you start with the purple one and then you do the orange one and then you do the green one, which is the run, by the time that you are done running, your heart will be healed and the intoxication that you get will go down with the orange one. So it's like a combo. There's also some pills you can take. I think it's the charcoal tablets will get rid of the intoxication.
Yep, go away first.
Alright, heading back. Heading back. You're doing fine like your streams? Hey, I appreciate it, man. But yeah, that is why we stack them. So like if we just do it now. So we take one of each. And we hit the purple one first because this lasts for 5 minutes. We get the intoxication, so we hit that as well. And then we do the run. We're obviously injured because we're at advantage now. We can move quickly. We're not going to lose stamina. They need to put some penalty behind these injectables, and this is what happens, right? We'll be getting hooked up with the settings. What do you mean? Now over. So obviously we're still a little injured here, but we no longer have the heart damage, right? Obviously we are dehydrated, so we want to make sure we drink that, but for the most part we're back to normal now. And we got to where we wanted to be pretty quickly. Money is the consequence of the injectable. Yeah, they are expensive. Wonder if they hit this.
Eyes up, blue forces nearby. Confirm targets before firing.
They'll have not found a ATM hacking tool in 0.4. We had one because a viewer gave it to us. It's the only reason. Assuming that they have looted this whole building by now, but we'll join them. Anything left up there?
I got scoop past that.
You always find gear. Not a lot of people take the gear. Hit that too. Damn, hit all of them. Well, we got that laser dead in there. Can't be that upset. See. Oh, no way. His gun wasn't even pointed at me. All right, it is 4319, chat. 4319. Three, 1, 9. Four, 3, 1, 9. Remember when you couldn't find this key for anything?
The airspace within the declared quarantine perimeter is a no-fly zone. All aircraft are prohibited from entering, overflying, landing, or conducting operations within the quarantine area. Positive conditions have been reported within the quarantine perimeter, including contamination and intermittent electromagnetic interference.
Need a bandage. Alright. I think they need to revert the ATM hacking tool to its original state. The fact that it's this rare and now a one-use thing makes it absolutely pointless. It should not be like that. I don't agree with that change at all. What I think that the best way that they could make the ATM hacking tool worth it is that you need to, in order to use it, you have to have a credit card. If you had to have a credit card, that would make it more believable than what it currently is. Yep, it should be charged using credit cards, exactly. And maybe in order for you to bring those credit cards with you, that like it gives you slightly more than what the credit card is worth, right? Like, so obviously like Artisan gives you more money for credit cards, so you would want to make it slightly more than whatever that is. Exception key card on them. That's a skimmer, not a hacking tool. You're stealing what's in the ATM, not an account. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't even know if they exist, right? What's that? Yeah, I figured we'd stroll down here and see if the boss is here.
I killed him at HQ.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I think it's fine at an unlimited use. I don't understand why they made the change, but I could understand the change if it was giving you like 60K out of an ATM. Like that would make sense to me, but like 3K is nothing. It's not worth it, man. Like it's just weird that that's what it came to. So I don't know. I hope they revert it. I don't think that's a good change personally. With his rarity, either up the money that it makes you, make it worth. I mean, shit, make it 100K. Like, make it worth it, dude. You know, if it's gonna be one use, it needs to be super expensive. It needs to be willing. It needs to be able to give you a lot of money. Because if it's not going to, then what's the point? You know what I mean? The HDDS is mythical thing. I found one and then they reset it. So I had already turned in one of my HDs, HDRs or whatever. Not HDRs, HDDs. I saw that one. That one hurt. Felt that one, dude. Yep. I can't see anything. Holy crap.
They're just tanking.
I know, dude. So the point of like leaving the zone to get the loot to respawn again is tough because there's multiple people going into the zone. It's not just based on you, you know what I mean? So that's going to be a hard challenge there. Jesus Christ. Because there's other players running around, so it's got to be on a timer, man. And that's just how it's going to have to be. But I do think that maybe some of the timers should be adjusted. If it says that you're offline, it's possible that you're offline because your Steam is set to offline. So if you go to your Steam friend list, you can change that to online. What I don't like is these shadows that I'm seeing on the trees. Whatever that shadow square is, I don't like it. It does say online on Steam. I don't know. Then I don't know why it's saying that. Got a credit card out of it, not what we wanted. It's fun watching you play the version of the game us poor folks without supercomputers deal with every day. You still get the missing asset checkerboard sometimes? Oh. Yeah, it's not as easy. Like, I know that it's sometimes it feels like the game, like, oh, well, if they did this, it would be easy, you know? Like, this would be an easy fix for that. And, like, the reality of the situation is there's a lot more that goes into this than a simple flip of the switch, you know what I mean? Like, it is a very complex undertaking to make a big change, and so that's why I always try to make sure that when we give feedback, we give constructive, meaningful, and while sometimes people disagree with our takes, we're at least giving an option or an explanation or direction on how this experience that we didn't like could be improved, right? Simply just saying, no, that sucks, this is stupid, don't do it, like, that's not giving feedback, right? That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for, hey, this doesn't feel great when I open a door that's locked and then I go into the room and all the stuff in the room hasn't respawned yet. Like, why is the door locked? Like, imagine if there were key uses, which is, it's great that there aren't, but imagine if there were key uses and you opened the door to a room and it had nothing in it, and you just wasted and burned a super rare key. You know what I mean? Like, so like those things are frustrating. Does it mean that they should put the room on blast, like, and say, okay, anything in this room is on a 15-minute cooldown, and as soon as the door locks, these things respawn? The problem with that, most likely, and I don't know if this is actually the case or not, but, you know, using a little bit of critical thinking, I would imagine all of the cases are coded exactly the same. The black armor and gear cases, the weapon cases, and then the regular loot that just spawns, the high-value loot that just spawns in a room. They're all three differently coded things, and they're used all over the map. So, like, making a change to go and say, okay, well, if this door of a locked room closes, all the stuff in there needs to respawn. They're gonna have to make new crates for those rooms. They're gonna have to create a pool of loot specifically just for that room, and then they're gonna have to create another crate for the ammo or whatever else is in there in that room, and those can't be the same as they are elsewhere on the map because they have different rules associated with them, right? And so, like, while that makes sense and it would be, quote, an easy fix to just go, okay, well, just make everything in the room respawn when you know, when the door gets locked. That sounds great, but there's so much more that goes into it that, you know, obviously is a challenge. So it's not as easy as we think it's going to be to do some of this stuff. So I think just having that mindset when you, like, are in and thinking and talking about the game, like, that makes sense, right? You and your friends were on a server for like 3 hours and it was totally empty. Yeah, sometimes that happens. And when we get on those servers, what do? We fucking loot, bro. We just go loot because holy cow. If there's not anyone here, man, let's go get it. You know what I mean? And I think we're on one of those servers right now. I think we're on one of those servers right now. You want to try to get some PvP or you want to keep looting?
I saw you mic over on stream, but I can't hear you in game.
Oh, really? Can you hear me now? How about now? Hello?
Oh, your shit's proximity based.
Is it? See, that happens a lot in squads recently, I've noticed, that you can't actually hear anything. Here, let's leave the server. Unless we want to just loot. Unless you want to just loot. If we're looting, then let's stay, because this is clearly an empty server.
that's up to you. I'm good on money. I've got over $1 million, and I got some kits, so
I don't have over $1 million,
I'm
but
good.
I'm okay. I've got also two full safes, so.
yeah, I'm down to do either.
We're wasting 30 minutes in Tiger Bay clearing out, find 2 nerds just sitting behind the armory locked door. It's gonna really make me stop playing the game. Wait, you've experienced someone that has just been camping that room, and you go and you actually unlock it? Is it, and they're just in there? That's crazy, dude. Were both doors locked, or you just happen to unlock the one? I always check both. If they're both closed, I go and I make sure that they're both locked before doing that. I mean, if they were in there and they were locked, both of them were locked, they've been sitting there for a while, dude. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. All right, now we got some things happening here. All right, what are we thinking? That Westmore fight the other day was pretty fun, minus the stream sniping.
I'm down for whatever.
And we hit Thor first.
Okay.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
Game still looks good at night, though.
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds. Raven on station and ready to pick you up. Seconds.
All right.
Get ready, we're moving out.
Yeah, I don't know if that's that causing all the latency issues, Dime, or not.
We're getting close. 30 seconds.
And we still have like 30 latency.
Spread out.
I'm pretty sure we got them all.
All call signs, we've taken control of Thor.
Try reflex on boost. Man, we've looted plenty on PvP, man. I mean, the only time that we've really played any PvE was that week we were at the hotel, and
I don't know if you tracked your stuff, but I didn't before.
I did, I think. Yeah, my gun strike. Yeah, I don't know why my
Be aware, friendly units inbound. Check your targets.
that helped a little bit. We're at 24 now instead of 30. We'll have to figure out what that is causing. What's causing that? Much better than 40 and 50. You're not wrong. I wasn't even paying attention to that earlier when we changed it. And I also don't know if it's been that, you know, when I was on my higher settings too.
You go H3 or no?
No, he kept going.
Contact made with enemy PMC. Engaging now.
You think I can't find you in my own fucking country? One more on the roof. Yep.
Copy.
I think we're clear.
Cap. Cap.
Objective secured. Westmore is under our control.
There was nobody here. Take some free helmets. Yo, Sergeant K, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Gonna go there, Falcon.
Yeah, I'm good to cut off Tomahawk. From midnight.
All right. Let's do it. Sorry, just get off work. Nice. Wasn't smooth, ended terrible. Well, that's never good. It's never good. Damn, you flew by some officers, bro. Dude, that's it. Yeah, I guess you're lucky. I guess you're lucky, man. Although I feel like a lot of them, they don't chase now, just from a safety standpoint. Like, yo, Pesky, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? How's your morning going, dude? Yep, yep. My guy got cold. He wanted to go for a little swim there. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get any action here, man. Seems very quiet. Seems very quiet.
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day. Good day. I said good day. We've gotten no PvP today so far. We went on a different server earlier and that one was dead, and so we moved over here. And this one looked like it was going to have some more action because there were some cops that have been taken, but seeming pretty quiet. Well, there is a body here. Where's the body here? So there was some fighting at some point. Nice. I guess Falcon? Maybe we'll get something? There's a PvP circle in Tiger Bay. In the mall. Huh?
The guy Joker said that there's someone in the hotel. Apparently someone Argos too.
You want to push hotel?
Enemy forces have taken Argos.
Argos. Push up the hotel.
Yep.
Eyes up, blue forces nearby. Confirm targets before firing.
Super dark. Been farming money with the boys. We broke as fuck at the moment. Mortars are expensive, man. They really are, dude.
So that guy got dropped off close. Golf one, maybe?
Yep. All right. Someone dropped about 40 bombs on you and didn't get you? Dude, that's hilarious, man. I always like it when there's just a bunch of mortars going off. It's like somebody's spending money, dude. Like somebody is blowing money. That was happening a lot on Friday, but we also knew we were being stream sniped, so that was part of it. Norman's just back there, just looking at the 3D printer. What is this? What happened to R2-D2? I think we're gonna move some of our badges. We're gonna put up. We're printing some. What do you call it?
What the dog doing?
Board that you can hang stuff on. I don't know. I'm blanking on the name. I still think there's someone in the hotel because some of the AI on the first floor are like freaking out. I saw like a flashlight on the second floor.
Roof to aggro. That was fast.
I don't see the guys on the roof though. Maybe he's got a better vantage point than me. They're rendered in. Oh, there they are, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely someone in there because they're moving around. Like, I mean, our guy is technically down on the...
Yeah, the AI on the bottom floor are looking comfortable. That's friendly gunshot.
There's like a murder squad down there, maybe?
We've established control over Argos.
I just don't want to hit our guy.
More hostile activity detected. Contact. Argos is under attack.
Maybe we flank around to Argos. Oh, son of a bitch. Thought we had that one.
Argos has been lost.
Maybe you want to flank all the way around? Nope.
All units, Westmore has been lost.
Oh.
Yeah, my guess is they go for Lamang next.
Wanna meet him there?
We can.
Yeah, let's do it. Feels good. They're expensive. They're not that expensive, but I mean, when you buy a bunch and then you miss, you know, that's never doesn't feel good. We got a friendly at Tomahawk too.
All that shooting in hotels, enemy.
I know the guy by me was taking shots at the villa across the lake, so that could have been them firing back. There's a spot up here that would be fucking sick. I don't think there is. I think there's too many trees.
Yeah, it's ending shots.
At hotel still? Where is this guy at? Coming from West One, they're coming from up the river here. Not seeing anybody down here by Tomahawk.
Falcon is secured and fully under our control.
Still hunting, no backpack? No, I got a backpack. We put it.
Still in or around Hotel 2.
Is that your shot?
No.
I hope they give you an in-game patch to this Twitch drop coming up. I don't think they're doing patches this one. I think this one's just coming up like a camo, like clothes and stuff. I don't think they're doing patches again. I mean, I could be wrong, but it would be dope if they did.
Ghost of a aggro.
You sure that's not our blueberry making all that noise over there?
Oh, he knows we're here now.
Yeah, I think that was.
We're here now.
The guy just asked if that was us shooting. He says there's someone else here.
Yes, I thought. From the hotel.
Heads up. Falcon is taking fire.
Damn. course, now they show up at Falcon.
All units, Falcon has been lost.
He said he's fighting with AI in the hotel.
Psych off, but it sounds like.
Yeah, the guy said he was fighting with AI in the hotel.
Beware, friendly units inbound. Check your targets.
Die, you fucker!
Okay. Got to charge my mouse this weekend. It just died.
All call signs, we've taken control of Westmore.
Yeah, they may. You get better guns through going through the missions, so not anymore. So the vendors just give you money, and then when you rank up your vendors, that is when you can just buy more things. Dead friendly over there. Damn, they be looting this area.
Westmore is under attack.
Scruff McGuff coming in with the 13 months of subs, dude. Thank you for the 13 months of subs, bro. Appreciate the 13 months, man.
Hostile PMC spotted.
Kill.
Is he outside?
Kill one.
He was inside camping. You got him though?
Finally died. Yeah, I killed him.
Where was he?
The park and not laying down.
In the parking lot laying down. That's weird.
Yeah, look down here towards me. I see what laser does. That's where he was.
I don't even see you. Oh, I see you now.
Yeah, this guy was loaded.
He was just laying there? That seems like such a weird place.
Yep. I'm loaded with full loot.
Yeah, he pretty much stripped this place.
Yeah, this dude has it all.
Dollars on the ground.
Our dude died at Westmore as well.
Our guy died at Westmore?
Yep.
Alright, let's I guess roll to wherever you need to go, and then was closest now Tomahawk, or do we have Argos still? No, we lost Argos.
Middle, down below, down below, down below. Right in the middle. Oh. Ah, this one, dude.
Give me some more
Put
intel.
2C. Right in the center courtyard.
Attention! Westmore is no longer under our control. units, incoming HE. ETA, 30 seconds.
Watch out for my explosives.
I got shot through the glass.
Mercenaries on my track ship.
Before firing.
There you go. Second floor. I wish I would have got that call earlier. Oh.
Just take a peek at who's killed you.
Good job, Hemi, man. Congratulations, dude. I'm so fucking proud of you, man. You did it, dude. Good job. Good job. Good job, bro.
It was just banned too for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually banned for doing it.
Yep. I know. Congratulations, guy. it's my time to go anyways. I got to go to campus, but I appreciate you guys being here. This is gonna ruin the game, dude. This kid clearly has no fucking life. He was banned last week for doing this. He plays with cheaters. And he's compliant in playing with cheaters. I've got a bunch of DMs from guys that used to play with him saying, "Hey, do your thing. I need some gear." Like, this guy is a toxic fucking player. Clearly they got some problems and now they're targeted on me. So whatever, but it's real fucking silly, man. Real fucking silly, dude. Enjoy. I'm so glad he got that kill. It's like, man, congratulations, dude. The TTV is pretty cringy. Yeah, dude. Guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing either, man. He can't get his audio straight on his fucking on his stream. It's embarrassing. He has a fucking he has a screenshot. I have a screenshot of him pulling up Google to search for something, and in the saved history, like when you search for something, it has a little like rewind next to it. It says, "Will you get banned off Twitch for stream sniping?" Which, I mean, like, if anybody needed a fucking smoking gun, dude, there it is, you know. So, congratulations to Heroic Hemi. You are a god. Such a good fucking PvP player, man. Congratulations on all your future success, man. I'm really so excited for you. Can't wait. You're a fucking toxic part of this community, and I hope they fucking permanently ban you, dude. I really do. Really fucking do. Anyways, chat, we're going to go and raid someone that is actually a legitimate streamer in this game. And it's Mortar Monday, so you might as well go raid my boy Pulpin, dude. Might as well go raid Pulpin. Dude, he got caught playing with cheaters, dude. They all got permanently banned, dude. I have dudes in my DMs telling me all about how he used to ask Ghost to fucking get him. Oh, do your thing. Go get him. So this guy's a fraud, dude. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Have a fantastic day. Hopefully we'll get this guy banned. And yeah, have a good one.